Hi, my name is Luis Islas, and these are my strategies on how to clean the world. This world is basically facing a lot of problems, from poverty to human trafficking to sex trafficking to climate change. You name it. It's just facing a lot of problems. My strategies on how to clean it and fix it would be poverty. So basically, the ratio of money to population of this world is greater. I would pretty much give out loans to people in need of money to live comfortably the next 10 years. They would need to continue doing the same job, but I would recommend them to use the money wisely, go back to school, just invest the money wisely. I know there's cons to the to this strategy, and the cons would be people have vices. People have vices. They will use the money given to them to pay for any other vices. They will need to get help to successfully rejoin society. I would create thousands of jobs by cleaning our cities around the world, because right now the world needs help. Basically, by creating these jobs, by cleaning the infested cities, and they're being infested by rodents, pests. I would give prisoners and homeless people this job. They would go under training on how to hunt rodents that are roaming our cities, either by killing them or catching them in cages. Um, and we would pretty much feed the rodents or whatever we catch to reptiles, snakes, crocodiles, anything that eats that would eat the pests, the rodents. And yeah, the either they would eat it alive or dead, like whatever, however we catch it. Another problem that this world is facing is world hunger. The world needs to have a surplus of food in every single nation or piece of land. We can achieve this by building greenhouses in large areas of land that are not being used, such as deserts, plains, basically lands that are not being used. I would move the cotton industry to Egypt or deserts, because cotton needs a lot of sunlight to harvest. Um, People don't have to work these industries, because like there's already robots, and like I don't want people to suffer from heat strokes or anything like that. But yeah, people who need rehab and think that you know agriculture will help them um, rejoin society, I would give them a job doing that, because like nature helps a lot with the mental state of people, and it will help farmers to boost their economy, and just like it would just be a great idea, I guess. Water, because of oil spills and all of that stuff that just like contaminates our water. I would build more water facilities, water treatment facilities around the world, and pretty much just treat the water for just to be drinkable. Because like every single body on this earth is pretty much contaminated by just pollution, human pollution, and just like garbage, plastic, and we must clean it, because like I care for everyone in this world, not just humans, but pretty much every single living thing in this world. Climate change. Oh, and the water industry would just like create more jobs, and yeah, it will create a lot more jobs. Climate change. I'll be looking to decrease the emission of the coal industry and move to the future, which would be wind and solar energy, clean energy. And I would create more plans on and invest money on how to just improve that system, because like money being spent on military is not wise, because like in my future there won't be any more wars. There won't be any more wars, and it will be just peace all around the world. Which leads me to my other point: human rights. We must educate the younger generations to not be racist towards their peers. As older generations move on, they will also will lead as role models. We're all the same one. We're all the same. We're all the same. No one is different. No one is made differently. No one is made of a different matter. It's not fair that some people have a God-given right just by being born on this country or other countries. But I've seen it majorly in this country, the United States of America. I would improve the system by pretty much eradicating the green cards, and just like I would pretty much ask everyone to get a passport just so everyone knows where they are and like who's coming in and who's coming out of the country. But it's just like we must improve the system that we have right now, because the system that we have right now is just like yells out racism, and it's not cool. And I feel like United States needs to lead as the big role model in this whole situation. Because I just don't see other countries doing it. China, I don't see it doing it. North Korea, Russia, I don't see them doing it. But if they see that United States is making all these changes to itself and improving itself, other nations will see and be like, hey, I want to be like that guy or that girl, it's like, or live like those people. Yeah. Which leads to my other point: military. Once other nations see the United States of America cleaning their streets and improving in so many different ways, they will follow the role model. And we must unite all military forces that exist on this world in order to defeat the bad groups of people that terrify this world. From terrorist groups to cartels. None of that have to exist in our future, because like it would be just a world of peace. Because the war against drugs hasn't really been won by any side yet, but one side is controlling pretty much the war, and it's not the good side. What else? I labeled this as the battle because if all nations unite their forces, the people who follow those groups will have a decision to make: either follow the same life of evil or join the good side, where there will be given a fresh new start to their lives. Because like their children or whoever comes after them, they will grow up and see who they really are, who their parents are, and like they won't accept that. They won't appreciate being associated with those people. And I continue on that same topic because the leaders who lead those people, their blood money won't be good at any place in this world. And if they want to either not keep all of their money, but just like a portion, they would have to either put down their weapons, turn their weapons into like a police station or the military, and just be done with it. Make a truce, just wave the white flag. All the money that they've earned from their dirty business, they'll just be able to keep a portion of it, not all of it, because like it's a dumb amount of money that they have. But I basically just want them to live comfortably the next 10 years or like whatsoever. But it's a must that they have to turn in all the weapons, artillery. It's a must. If people feel safe enough after all of this like has happened, the terrorist groups are pretty much eradicated. Cartels are eradicated, or there's a we've reached a peaceful like, I guess, like, if we just made peace with them. So basically, if people feel safe enough after all of this, um, they will have the option of turning in their weapons to their closest police station to either receive money or just like a slip where they can either like get their weapon back if they don't feel safe enough, or money, because like it's all about the money pretty much. mm, the military, I will use the military wisely. The military will be posted in every single airport, seaport, any port where drugs or humans can be smuggled in, or being trafficked as sex trafficking and all that stuff. This will drop the numbers of people being kidnapped, smuggled, and just like being in that system, that bad system, and the busting of drug operations will increase, but there will be no drugs, no bad drugs coming in to either to any nation pretty much. I have a plan for pedophiles and sexual offenders as well. The only answer that I found, or like that I was able to think about, was castrating them. I know it sounds harsh, but if they committed the crime, they must pay the price. And it's a, I guess it's a good way to make a point, make a statement. If they if they did the crime, they must pay the price. And no priest, no pastor is gonna be safe, because like if they committed the crime and people or kids are coming out and saying that some priest touched them or did something nasty to them, they must pay the price. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have right now. But I would appreciate the feedback, and I appreciate the feedback, and please just watch my whole video. Drop a like, drop a comment, and please share this. Please share this. I've been aiming to talk to politicians, world leaders in general, because like it's time for a change. It's time for a change. Thanks, guys.